Now, everyone understands the value of a refrigerator. We are all a bit addicted to our lovely refrigeration units, and that's why these other systems are so great to learn and to spend the time and the money to install them into your house, just to increase your food storage capacity and again to give you greater food security. But the refrigerator is awesome, and I like to have a second refrigerator so that I can use it specifically during kind of the late summer and early fall months. Now, I like to have a second fridge because I'm often getting a lot of fruit. I have a tendency to say yes to fruit, free fruit. I'm always having too much fruit. And so it's very stressful when you have too much fruit sitting around and it's all starting to go bad and you've got tons of fruit flies. And just having that second refrigerator where you can store the fruit while you are processing it, right? Because you can't process it all at once, right? You're doing big batches, but you're not necessarily having the time to do all of it at once. So having a space to keep the fruit, keep it away from the fruit flies and be able to get at it and feel just less pressure is really valuable. So that's number one, why I really like having a second refrigerator. And sometimes I'll just have it plugged in for the 2 months. I'm not running it all year. The second option with the second refrigerator is that if you're not interested in doing a trench root cellar or a freezer root cellar, you're not interested in doing all of that, you can use a second refrigerator to store a significant amount of food. I did that for a number of years before I started to delve into these, Doug cellar solutions. But what I wanted to point out was one thing, is that with the refrigerator, you're not going to have the correct humidity for a number of the fruits and vegetables that you want to store. So for example, I would often store my winter pears and my apples in the refrigerator, but they didn't last. Like, they didn't go bad, but they just got all soft and shrivelly, and their crunchiness they just didn't stay crunchy. Not nearly as crunchy as the apples that I have stored in my trench storage and my freezer storage. And so the key to that is just understanding the humidity levels. And so one quick technique to help maintain a higher humidity level in your refrigerator, if you're going to store apples, is to, again, store them in the cardboard boxes. Put them in the cardboard boxes with all the shredded paper, layer them all in, close the box, and that will help, and don't poke holes in the side of the box, and that will help to maintain a higher humidity level in the box for the apples. And for example, say carrots, like putting carrots in a bag and sticking them in the fridge, they don't last longer than maybe a month. If they're in the fridge in a bag for longer than a month, they will start to get soft. And so again, you're going to want to look at how you can store carrots or root vegetables in, say, soil in like a Tupperware, and put that into your second fridge if you'd like to. But I definitely love the outdoor solutions because they're really easy and they're really foolproof, right? You don't have to think about the humidity because it's already perfect humidity in the ground. So I really love those solutions, but a second fridge does help definitely in a pinch.